Good day everyone, this is from the Group D and we are tasked to discuss the Chapter 7 entitled the Promoting Services and Educating Customers. These are the topics we are going to discuss. First is the role of marketing communication. Second, the challenges of the service communication. Third is the marketing communication planning. And the fourth one is the marketing communication mix. Last one is the role of corporate design. Good day everyone, this is Dennis Canilbas and I'll be discussing the role of marketing communication. And we have a specific roles of this. First is the position and differentiate services. Position is the strategic process of the marketers use to determine the place or niche of the offering should occupy the given market. Relative to this is the marketing alternatives and when you position products or services. And for the differentiation, it is closely related to positioning. This is to differentiate the service of what the process companies use to make the service stand out from the competitors in the unique value to the customers. It is also identifies the characteristics and the benefits of what the service different and better to a target audience. Ideally, these qualities are things that the customers value when they are evaluating the choices and making decision, and the competitors cannot easily copy. When both conditions exist, the offerings are more attractive to the target customers. And we have also to help the customers evaluate the offering and highlight differences that matter as we discussed earlier on how we persuade the service and offer and customers will get interested. Third is to promote the contribution of the personnel and backstage operation. This is important to discuss and communicate to our customers who will take in charge and the operations as the customers will know to who or to whom to contact when they need to address their concern properly. Settings the expectation of the customers and have the comfort the people who will involve in the service offered. We need to add value through the communication content as we represent our company and extending message with sincerity for our customers feel that they are being valued. Facilitate the customer's involvement in the productions as we go along with the service offered and let the customer have its idea to be shared and utilize what we can do and have discussed of the productions may occur. Through this, we can stimulate the dampened demand to match the capacity on the service of the availed and what are the consequences. By doing this, both parties which customers and the company will have the fair agreement. The role of marketing communication is important in the field of service and it plays the role of what the company has offered and the attribution in its aspect affect the image or the brand of the company.
Good day everyone, I'm Virg Mary Bation and I'm going to discuss challenges of service communication. So we all know that services are performance rather than objects. Hence, the benefits can be difficult to communicate. The intangibility creates four problems for the promotions of the services. First, the abstractness. When something is abstract, it does not have physical appearance. So the problem here is customers cannot see nor touch the services they are offering. For example, salon or the financial advisor. Second is generality. It refers to the item that compromises class of objects, person, or events. Example, haircuts or massage. The company may find it difficult to differentiate services they are offering from competitors. Third is non-searchability. You cannot search, check the appearance, or inspect if it has damage since it has no physical appearance. For example, personal gym instructor or hair stylist. Customers cannot tell or judge whether they are good or will be satisfied not until they receive the service. Lastly, impalpability. Customers will not know what will be the result of the service. Customers cannot understand nor interpret the service and what will be the result and benefit they will get after. For example, plastic surgery, they picture out what will be the result, however, they are not sure if what they expect will be the result in that service. So, to overcome intangibility, they make appealing and informational advertisement to persuade customers. Overcome abstractness, they use service consumption episode in which they show the typical customers benefiting the service. The emphasis on this, for example, showing how their professors help their students by doing extra mile like helping with their personal problems and overcome stress over their studies. Second, to overcome generality, They use system documentation, performance documentation, and service performance episode. It is about documenting facts and evidence of service delivery system and what benefit they get. For example, showcasing their qualifications as well as professional experience in teaching quality education. Third is non-searchability can be overcome through consumption documentation and reputation documentation. Here, advertising agencies obtain testimonials from satisfied customers, also showing awards that the company has obtained. For example, showcasing their ISO, CHED Pakukowa accreditation and other accreditation to prove that they deliver quality standards of education to their students. Lastly, to overcome impalpability, they use service process episode and service his episode. Here, they showcase the step-by-step process during actual performance of the service. It also showcases what they did for a specific client and how they solved the problem.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mia Capote, and the topic that assigned to me is marketing communication planning. So, what is marketing communication planning? Marketing communication planning, or also called MarCom, is a strategy for informing your target consumer audience about your product and services. So, who is our target market? What do we need to communicate and achieve? How should we communicate this? Where should we communicate this? How do communication need to take place? There are three broad categories on target audience. First is the prospect, second is the user, third is the employee. So prospect is employ traditional communication because prospects are not known in advance. So prospect, in order to target your audience, prospects is really important in the business because prospect is the one who buy your products. So in targeting the prospect, you really need to know what that prospect need. User is the effective channels. So user help the company to achieve their target audience. So next is the employee. Employee is the secondary audience for communication campaign through public media, shape the employee's behavior, part of the internal marketing campaign using the company's specific format. So the employees is the one who help the company to find their prospect and user, and also it shape the employees behavior on how to market the product. Next is the common educational and promotional objectives and service settings. So first is creative memorable image of specific companies and their brand. So their example of this is the logo, the company logo, or the company advertising print ad. Next is compare service favorably with competitors' offering. So you offer discounts and installment. Next is build preference by communicating brand strengths and benefits. So for example is you offer a air condition to our customers. What is that Panasonic, or let's say that you offer Panasonic air condition. What is that? What is the benefits or the strength of Panasonic air condition to other brands? Reposition service relative to competition. For example of is McDonald's. McDonald's is a competitors is Jollibee. So when Jollibee release an advertising on online, so McDonald's also release another strategy, or they reposition their marketing strategy and release a also an advertising. So next is reduce uncertainty or perceived risk by providing useful info and advice. So when a customer buy a product to you, you need to provide info and advice on how to um to to use that product. So next, provide reassurance. For example, that even there is promote service guarantee, or um, um, give service warranty or warranties on your product. Encourage trial by offering promotional incentives. Example is this is recognition incentives by thanking your customer, or giving them rewards or a discount on their next purchase. Familiarize customers with service process before you. So before offering a product or services to a consumer or customer, you need to let them know what is the risk of using that product, and what is the use of that product before using it. Teach consumer or customer how to use the service to be the best advantage. So for example, this one, if your company your company offers a air condition, you need to tell the customer the advantage on using that air condition. Stimulate demand in off-peak and discourage during peak. So, example of stimulate demand and off-peak and discourage during peak, when you need to tell your customer that when the product is in demand, it is costly than when it is on during the peak. When off-peak, it was less cost. Recognize and reward valued customers and employees. To recognize the employees and consumers or your customers, you need to give your customer a rewards, or any incentives, or your employee to give them bonuses and many more. So that's it. Thank you.
So good evening guys. So I will tackle the role of corporate design. So first is many service firms employed and unified in distinctive visual appearance for all tangible elements. Example is logos, uniforms, physical facilities. So physical facilities means that structure and interior surfaces of food establishment, including accessories such as soap and towel dispenser. So second is provide recognition and strengthen brand image. Example is Colgate. Colgate is that brand name which is familiar is nearly every household or worldwide. So third, especially useful in competitive markets to stand out from the crowd and be instantly recognizable and different occasion. So like for example is Will Factory. So all customers known as Will Factory, but stand out is Tasty Foods company name. So third is how to stand out and be different. Use color and corporate design. Use name as central element in their corporate designs. Third is use trademark symbol rather than name as your logo. Last is create tangible recognized symbol to connect with corporate brand names.